With rapid development, is AI playing a strong role?
So with rapid development, is AI playing a strong role? So as maybe people know, especially in the Chinese car industry, what used to be, in maybe European companies was maybe 4 to 5 years to develop a car. When I started my career in China like 15 years ago, it was about 3 years to develop a car. So in Europe was 4 to 5, China was three. And then it went from 3 to 2, and then 2 to like 18 months. And I think in total now it's hovering around about 18 months, 9 months for design, maybe 9 months for engineering and manufacturing. So
Mhm.
what used to take maybe, how to say, let's say 25 years ago, could be up to 5 years, has now gone down to like 18 months. So, of course, with that rapid development and that rapid pressure, and I think European car companies are also having to catch up to this speed as well. They want to also enter the market at a faster rate. So it's not just a China thing, it's probably a global thing right now.
Yeah.
So you have to have the tools to allow you to keep up with that. So I think that's the ability of AI is a strong role to allow you to make things faster, not only make decisions faster, create faster. These lead to products coming out faster. It's only logical that the faster you do it, the faster it comes out. But again, it's not like before. If you did something fast before, you often had many mistakes. Now, if you use AI, actually, you're creating something quite perfect just in a shorter amount of time. So you don't really have to worry about mistakes.
Yeah.
Um, design development is shortened dramatically. As I said, I almost forgot how much time we used to have. Like it's almost feels like, what did I used to do with all my time? Now it's quite fast.
Yeah.
So AI does move things faster, almost kind of a scary rate. So yeah, so basically, with this kind of the last question, I just want to kind of wrap it up and say, kind of in conclusion, I think of after using AI for, I think it's around about 4 years this month. I think I've been using AI
Really? Wow.
there about around about 4 years. Yeah, about four, yeah, just about 4 years. I think it was like 2022 I started to use
Hmm.
AI. Um, it is here to stay. I think it's something that I don't want to say it will revolution. It will be like a slow revolution, revolutionize the design process. It already has, I think. Um, but as I said, I really want to reiterate to anyone listening that it's not the only thing. It's not to the be
Hmm.
all and end all of the design process. You still have to stand up for your own design, what you believe in, what you really cherish, what you really like. And I think I also didn't learn everything so well, and I was never that good at rendering. I was good at sketching and this kind of thing. AI came at the right time for me because it allowed me to be more creative and then fill my gaps where I had problems, really. And I'm too old now to go back to fill those gaps myself, because I'm too, sometimes maybe a bit too lazy. But yeah, I think it still allows people to focus more on themselves and use AI to help them out where they need. So basically, I think core design skills are still important. Understanding volume, proportion, this kind of stuff is still so, so important. Don't ignore these things. AI cannot teach you these things. Your own sense and looking at cars, looking at things on the internet, experiencing cars or experiencing transport solutions is very important for your understanding of how these things are used. Looking at pictures all the time is not helpful. Going out and experiencing them is very helpful. Um, so yeah, so core design skills still essential. I think AI will only help you improve, but as I've said a few times already, the genuine human creativity is can never be matched. Can never be matched. I think this is always something that even when I was at Coventry University all those moons ago, that this talk about human creativity is always important, as it was back then, it still is now. So if you have a good idea, use AI to push it further and take the best of the human, best of the machine and put it together, then you can get the best output. So yeah. So I think yeah, that's what I had to say about AI. Hopefully it's valid and hopefully it's useful to a lot of younger students and maybe young professionals alike who are trying to get into this field or learn more about this field, basically. And as I said, if anyone has more questions, they can contact me on Instagram. This kind of, I'll be happy to answer questions.
I'll be honest, Jamie. You know,
Yeah.
I didn't realise it was you until I saw it.
Oh yeah.
Then I kind of looked on LinkedIn and saw you posting it, and
I've had several people contact me going, "Hey, man, this is really cool," and then they're like, some people are like, "Oh, it's you." I'm like, "Yeah, it's me,"
yeah,
because
that's the
it's
one.
kind of like a bit like an alias. That's why eventually I started to put my name, because before I didn't have my name,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then they were like, "Oh, it's you," and then I even meet people who join my company, and they're like, for a while they're like, are you that guy? I'm like, yeah, that's me.
Yeah.
Not that it's fame or anything, nothing like that. It's just I
No, no,
think
yeah, you see,
it's such
you're
a
the guy
tight
who
knit
does the cool
community.
stuff on Instagram.
It's just a very small community of designers, so I think it's very
Yeah,
easy
yeah,
for
yeah.
people to see and to know and this kind of stuff. So